Hi, it's nighttime. And I'm home from work, and I felt my angel say, pop on there now and have a chat with your kindred souls. So, there's a lot of talk about walk ins. Have you heard about this? I've known about walk ins for a while. As a child, I used to have this mad thing that my mother was a walk in. I remember her tucking me into bed, and I'd be lying in the bed looking at her going, you're not my real mother. They've taken my real mother away and they've replaced this robotic or non-natural version to try and to replace my real mother. And it used to freak me out. And it wasn't until I was older and I thought about that and I thought, wow, that was really nuts. That was really crazy that I had those thoughts. But it turns out it's actually way more common than I realized. I knew a guy and he said he used to have very, very similar thoughts as well. And his friend was a psychiatrist and we were talking about it, and his friend said this is actually really common where children feel like their caretakers are not actually their true parents or caretakers or guardians. So anyway, I feel it must tie somewhere in with walk-ins. So if you don't know about walk-ins, it's basically where a soul often has some tragedy or some, like a car crash, or they attempt suicide, they have a near-death experience, or some big breakdown. Maybe they're depressed and they just feel like they don't want to be here anymore, and there's some kind of breakdown, and basically another soul from their soul family will offer to step in on their behalf so that they can go back to source and rest, and that soul will take over the physical body and live out the rest of that soul's life. Now, there is lots of variations on this. That's it in a nutshell. I'm not going to get too deep into this because it's like 9:30 here at night and I've been working all day. But if you're interested in learning more about this, I'm going to do a podcast on my Telegram page, Super Soul Skills, because I'm very limited with time and stuff with the YouTube videos. And there, that way as well, I can just go into channeling mode and just record the audio and put it on Telegram. But I will say, I feel recently it's been brought to my attention because there's somebody that I am close to and have an up close personal observation of them as a soul, as a person here on earth. And I have my suspicions that there's some kind of walk-in or soul merge happening with this person. I feel like there is such a dramatic change, such a change of how the dynamic they have, how they react to things now. So, I mean, the whole walk-in thing, there's a part of me that's just like, is uncomfortable with that concept. But then there's another part of me that feels it makes a lot of sense. So when somebody has a massive car crash, for example, and they have a loss of memory and there's trauma to the brain and stuff, and they come back a completely different person. You know, we've seen films on this, we've read stories about this, and they don't relate at all to the person they were before, or they have no memory of their life before. that is said to be, from a spiritual perspective, a walk-in. So another soul, the old soul, the original soul in the body, exited during the car crash when they went unconscious, and then the new soul came in and has taken over. So it's a fascinating subject. As I said, there's so many variations. We could go on and on and on about this all night. But perhaps you know about walk-ins, and if you want to share some information in the comments below, maybe you are a walk-in, you feel that you've had that experience, or maybe you know somebody who has had that experience. So I just thought that we'd open up the Pandora's box on the topic of walk-ins, and we'll see what comes through in the channeling, and we'll see what we can learn from it. That's really ultimately, I'm always interested in how we can learn, how we can grow, how we can evolve from this information. So it's fascinating. So I better start to wind down and get ready for bed, because I've got to get up early tomorrow. I hope you're all having a great day or night wherever you are. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe and share, and see you on Telegram as well. I have lots of ideas for channelings and podcasts and energy updates. Good night.